Paleo versus intuitive eating. Can they even be compatible? Let's get into it. Welcome, I'm Sheri Traxler with ViREO Life, author of Go Forward, 28 Days to Eat, Move, and Enjoy Life God's Way. I'm in my kitchen with my bone broth because we're talking paleo today, and paleo is good for gut health, as I mentioned in the part 1 video of this. And, just plus it smells so good because it's fall. Anyway, enough about that. Paleo versus intuitive eating. Paleo is a way of living that I talked about in the last video, and it does have some benefits, but I'm going to give you a word of caution because it can be viewed as a diet. Let me give you an example. There are people who choose to become vegan for health reasons or other reasons, and technically under that label, you could eat peanut butter and jelly sandwiches and be vegan, but you're going to feel horrible and it's not good for your health, and it doesn't fit under intuitive eating. Certainly doesn't fit under a powerful plate. It was funny that when I was filming a workshop, Nourish Your Life, and I'll put a link for you there, one of the participants said, "What do I do with my teenage daughter? She's decided she wants to be vegan, but she doesn't like vegetables." Well, she's living on those peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. Same thing with paleo. Somebody can focus on, here's what I don't eat, here's what I cut out, so now I'm paleo. That becomes a rule. What if their body actually needs one of those things? For you, I'll say you. What if your body actually needs one of the nutrients that's there? Because with paleo, sometimes there can be a question of, am I getting enough calcium if I'm not eating certain types of vegetables along with it? So it complicates things a little bit when you start cutting out different types of food. Can be benefits as well. So you have to evaluate with your health team, what is right for you. But let's talk about it in terms of intuitive eating. Intuitive eating, remember the basics, HWSS. Am I eating when I'm physically hungry? Technically, you could eat paleo and eat when you're not physically hungry. So you still want to use the umbrella of listening to your body when it needs food. What do you really want? Now, this is a place that paleo does fit, because when you ask yourself, what do I really want? That includes what makes my body feel strong and good. What am I most in the mood for right now? So you may find that cutting out processed sugars, cutting out dairy, cutting out gluten foods, but increasing your vegetables makes you feel amazing. And if so, maybe you look at doing some version of paleo. And I say some version because unless you've got a medical issue, having hard and fast rules begins to mess with you up here. And as we've talked about many times, when you set up that rule that says, I cannot have X, that's exactly what you're going to start craving. The first S, slow and savor. Are you eating paleo in a way that's not slow and savor? Because paleo in all of the popular literature is about, okay, we're just going to cut out this, eat this, eat this. Remember from the last video, I talked about paleo includes a sense of community and stress management. One of the ways to do that is savor your meals with friends and family and not rush through your meals, because a pure paleo, in the sense of popular pure paleo, they'll be like, well, as long as you just eat this and this, it doesn't matter if you just eat it on the run. You're technically eating paleo. Now, it's not going to digest very well, doesn't do much for your mind, doesn't have the connection of the experience in your mind, so you leave that meal feeling deprived, so you end up eating more than what your body calls for. It's that whole big mess we've talked about here. Slow and savor, even if you're choosing to eat paleo type foods. And last is stopping when you're satisfied. stopping when you're satisfied, whether you're eating paleo food or other types of food. And I'm sorry, I just got distracted because I saw a cat walking through my yard. Back to what we're talking about. So let me remind you that a paleo diet, you don't want to set up a diet mentality. That common fears I talked about last time of, am I doing paleo right? Your body tells you what it needs, when it needs it, and how much it needs. Paleo may or may not be a part of that. What you eat is not a moral issue. Thanks so much for watching. Remember to subscribe and click that notification bell. And I'm going to go take care of that cat right now. Until next time, find your path and fulfill your potential.